even though many did not know it. But the reconquest of Iberia would be a crusade. Asturias would start, and France would help, but Asturias would officially hold on its own until people began to become stronger, strong enough to fight back. The world changed around these people. The world isolated these people. But these people continued to fight and struggle. And as the world continued to change, some would come in and help and would eventually leave. But the people of Asturias would stay. Navarre would follow. Spanish March would as well follow. Galicia, Leon, Castile. They would all follow the legacy of Asturias. There would be times of peace and other times when there wasn't so much peace. And Barcelona would be formed. Castile would grow. And other changes in the Muslim world around them would as well happen. Eventually, many would lose track of the history as Christian peoples pushed on, as the original inhabitants of Iberia reclaimed their lands. And it officially began to look into a crusade. It began to be called a crusade by name. But many would not understand that the crusade began when Pelagius drew his sword against the enemy and defeated them. It would be a Christian struggle. As it unfolded, great things happened, and you began to see the success of the Spaniards and the Portuguese, or what they would later become known as. But in the early times, these people had the frontiers. This was the true Wild West. This is where the cowboy was created, where the buckaroo was born, and later the traditions would be passed on into America. You saw that they took their time, they respected many treaties, and many times it could have united and utterly crushed the enemy. Iberia always showed a positive diplomacy when it came to fighting its enemies, until it won. That is the legacy that we have left behind, and that is the legacy that we have to learn from. I would appreciate it that people look at these histories and not overlook them. Begin to appreciate them and see how these cultures connect to ours. You'll begin to see things that you never thought you'd see before. You'll also begin to see the amount of manipulation that we have in our history, and how so many negative things have taken away from the truth, from our understanding of the world we have had. And sometimes we wake up to the truth when it's too late, when it is gone. All we see is remnants and fossils. Today we still have a crusade to fight, and that is the crusade to recover this world from the evil that is the New World Order, secret societies, and new terrors that rise from the shadows, that try to hurt innocents, confuse people, put people against their own brothers and sisters. We must learn from our ancestors, for all the right reasons, not the wrong ones.